Yes. Shall we start? Yeah. So good morning to all enthusiasts of mathematics and out-of-the-box thinking. I am Kamakoti, Director, IIT Madras. Out-of-the-box thinking as a course has been our dream for quite some time. Professor Sadagopan Rajesh, closely working on this, has spent more than a couple of decades to arrive at a very comprehensive way of trying to bring this out-of-the-box thinking as a series of levels of courses, and basically fine-tune the mind to think in a different fashion. Friends, today, innovation is something which is praying. Unless you innovate, unless you come out with brilliant ideas, there's nothing that we can do as a country to progress. So it is very, very important that our brain is tuned towards innovation. And that mathematics is a very, very interesting, important tool which can basically help us to achieve this in a very effective and quick way. So this out-of-the-box thinking that we launched a couple of years before, and is a second offering that we are going to do now, is a methodology through which we want to kindle lighten the spark that exists in all of you. Basically, try to tune your mind, tune your brain to start thinking in the most innovative, effective way. And there are certain intangible benefits, there are certain tangible benefits of this course. I'll make a very short presentation to explain you what are the tangible and intangible benefits of this course. And I'm sure many of you will certainly take this up as a challenge, right? And work towards fine-tuning your brain so that you become very innovative and you can start contributing to our country with brilliant ideas. Friends, we have exactly 24 years as we touch our 100th year of independence. That day, if we say that we need to be a technology superpower, it is very important that you children, youth of this nation, start inculcating certain innovative thinking methodologies in the way they work. It is very important that the youth are really inspired to do this innovation. Friends, one big advantage for us, in the age group of 15 to 35, we are the youngest population across the world. And if we start thinking, coming out with brilliant ideas, that is the biggest or probably the only building block that is necessary to make our country a technology superpower, a knowledge superpower by 2047. We have just 24 years in front of us, and it is you, young children and youth, who have to help in achieving this wonderful, amazing goal. With this introduction, I will now make a very short presentation on what is out-of-the-box thinking, what we have in mind, and how we can, take this forward. And after that, you can post your questions on the chat, and I'll also try and answer some of the questions. So let me start with the presentation. I hope the screen is visible to all of you. So this is an initiative by IIT Madras Pravartak Technologies Foundation, IIT Pravartak Technologies Foundation is hosted by IIT Madras, and it's a not-for-profit organization, which is also involved in a lot of innovative experiments that we are doing, specifically to nurture young minds. So let us just start with a famous Tirukural of Tiruvalluvar. For people who are not from the southern part of India, Tiruvalluvar is one of our great poets who has composed 1,000+ small couplets, small sayings, which basically talk about several aspects of life, human life. And one interesting Tirukural is Enanba Ene Ezhuthenba Ivvirandum Kannanba Vazhum Uyirku. Roughly translating into English, he says that alphabets and numbers are the two eyes for every human. So numeracy is something which is extremely important, and the National Education Policy 2020 emphasizes on this particular aspect. And one of the important goals of the National Education Policy is to shift the focus from rote learning to critical thinking, creativity, and problem solving. And this out-of-the-box thinking is perfectly aligned towards moving you from rote learning to creativity and critical thinking. Imagine that you can solve an entire mathematics paper involving geometry, trigonometry, etc., without mugging up formulas, right? So this is something that we would like to achieve through this particular exercise. The Indian knowledge system is quite popular, and there are a lot of traditional games, right? What you see as a figure on the right-hand side is, in Tamil Nadu, we call it Pallanguri. It's also called Vamana Kuntalu in Andhra Pradesh, Kuripara in Kerala, and Aliguli Mane in Karnataka. So this is very quite popular in South India. And when you start playing this Pallanguri, this is it's a game where there are multiple small holes, and then you have several coins, and then you play with that set of coins. And the person who accumulates the most number of coins is the winner. Okay, and there is a lot of numbers involved in this, memory involved in this, strategy involved in this, and it's a very, very, very thought-provoking game. And kids from the age of 5 or 6 start playing this game, and so this actually nurtures a lot of creativity in the young mind. So now what we are trying to do here, and these type of games are also not so costly, it's just very simple games. So it also fits very well that everybody and anybody in an inclusive manner can start playing these games. Now, these are some things that existed in our traditional Indian knowledge systems. Now, what we are trying to do is to inculcate similar type of creativity through our out-of-the-box thinking, through mathematics, which in turn ignites the brain to bring easy, innovative solutions for what is seemingly a very tough problem. It is not, this course is not just about mathematics, but this is also a lot about logical reasoning, logical thinking, aptitude, and also we will bring in other important aspects of science. So this is overall why we want to do this course. Specifically, we want to move the children from rote learning to more creative thinking, critical thinking, and very effective problem solving. Now, let me start with some very interesting examples here. Let us take 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15, 17, 19. Many of you know this is a very simple series. It's an arithmetic progression where the difference between the successor and the current number is 2. Right? Now, let us see what is the next number. It is very, very, very easy for us to find out that 21 would be anyone's guess. Well, it may be right, but any other thinking? Just I'll give you, say, I'll count 5. Can there be any other answer other than 21? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 31 can also be an answer. Why 31 can be an answer? Again, think about it. I'll count another 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 31 can be an answer because if you look at from 1 to 19, we have included all the numbers which have odd digits in that. 1, 3, 2 we have not included because 0 we have not included, 2 we have not included because even digit, like that 4, 6, 8 we have not included, 10 we have not included because it has 0, again 12, 14, 16, 18, all these we have not included because they have an even digit there. But after 19, the next number with only odd digit is 31. So if I start saying, list all the numbers starting from 0 in which there is no even digit, then the series will be 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15, 17, 19, 31. Because from 20 to 29, 2 is there and 30 there is 0. So the next number after 19 will be 31. So this is also another way by which I could interpret this series, right? So this is something which we call as out-of-the-box thinking. And this is what is needed today when you want to come out with an idea which the world has not thought about so far. So let us take another example. I have a circle. I want to divide it into 2 parts such that each part has equal area. A very simple thing is to draw one diameter line through the center of the circle and you get 2 parts to this, which is of equal area. But this is not necessarily, this is not the answer. There can be other answers too. Many of you would have seen Doordarshan logo. The Doordarshan logo looks like this, right? So what we have done is we have put 2 sort of sine wave there, intermediately connecting one point of the circumference to another part of the circumference. And then we have taken some area for the white part, while we have given out some area from the white part to the black part. So both are equal areas. So this is another way of splitting a circle so that both the splitted part have equal areas. So this is another very important example here. Okay, so these are all simple but very thought-provoking examples where we say that the brain can start thinking in a different fashion. And we need to fine-tune our brain to start thinking in a different fashion and give certain answers. Now, this is another very simple question. I am a 4-digit number made of repeated digits from only one digit. I am closer to 2000 than 3000. So 4-digit number means it can be 9999. 4-digit number made of repeated digits from only one digit. Repeated digits is that I repeat the same digit 4 times. So for example, 9999 is 1. 8888 is 1. Right? Now, so I am a 4-digit number made of repeated digits from only one digit. And I am also closer to 2000 than to 3000. Right? So the answer immediately, the answer would be, you will say that it is 2222 because this is one 4-digit number made of only one digit repeated. So 2222 is closer to 2000 than to 3000. So this is the answer everybody will give. But please also note, children and all people attending here, 1111 is also correct. because 1111 is also closer to 2000 than 3000. So the moment we say two limits, 2000, 3000, the brain only thinks for something between that limits. It doesn't see on the left-hand side or the right-hand side of that limit. This is also something which is very important today. So when you start seeing, so there are two answers to this question, 2222 and 1111, but many of you would have taught only 2222. So these are some things, but we need our brain to start thinking in that direction, and these type of exercises will give us that innovation. Now, let us see this. Use exactly 4 numeral symbols of 3s and arithmetic operations or functions, whatever you want, to get the value of 27. Okay. You should use 4 3s and any arithmetic operation. For example, 33 minus 3 minus 3 is equal to 27. We can do that, right? So I have used 4 3s and 2 arithmetic operation, which is subtraction. So with 2 3s, I made 33, and another 2 3s, I just left it as 3 and 3, and I subtracted 33 minus 3 minus 3 will give you 27. Now, the same thing, I can use only 3 3s, right? And you can use any other function. Then I can say 3 into 3 into 3 is 27. Again, I'm using only 3 3s, and I use this into. Use only 2 3s. 3 power 3 is equal to 27. Right? Now, friends, can I use only 1 3 and get 27? Okay. I will not give the answer here. We will deal it in level 3 of the OOBT program. There is something called number builder. I can use only 1 3 and still get 27. Friends, we used 4 3s to get 27, which was 33 minus 3 minus 3. We used 3 3s to get 27, which was 3 into 3 into 3. We used 2 3s to get 27, which was 3 power 3. Can I use 1 3 to get 27? Yes, we can. And we will deal it in level 3 of this out-of-the-box thinking. So you can register for this course and do that. Okay. Now, very important saying in Tamil, Aindil valayadadu, Aimbadil valayadu. In translating into English, it essentially means a habit that we did not inculcate at the age of 5, we can never inculcate in our life. At 50, you can't do some, if you have got up at 8 o'clock in the morning till 364 days, 49 years, 364 days. On your 50th birthday, when I ask you to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning, you can never, right? So the habit that you have not inculcated at the age of 5, you can never inculcate at a later stage in life. And that is why these courses we start recommending from 5th standard. It doesn't mean other people should not take it, but all of you should take it. But starting from 5th standard, if the parents can encourage the kids to do this course, it essentially will develop some very strong insights, very strong mindset for the student, make them the thinking process itself quite robust and versatile and something new, which through which they can excel. Okay, so I just want to creativity is to be brought at a very tender age, and that is the message that we want to give through this particular lecture. So let me just give this example. I've been stating this quite frequently, but I don't mind repeating it. There is an apple, there is a knife, and there is a stone. Okay. Now, there is no direct connection between the stone and the apple. But unless you sharpen your knife on the stone properly, you can't cut the apple properly. Right? So there is no connection between the apple and the stone. But the knife that is going to be used to cut the apple, that should be sharpened very well in the stone so that you cut the apple properly. Similarly, in real world, the apple is the problem, the brain is the knife, and the stone are courses like this out of the box thinking. Unless you sharpen your brain in courses like out of the box thinking, you cannot cut the problem, namely the apple, properly. So this is the, if you ask me why you should do this out of the box thinking, this is the foundational stone in which your brain need to be sharpened, so that any real-time, real-life research or any problem that you want to solve for the world, your brain will be capable and robust enough to solve it. And this is the need for out of the box thinking course, right? So I just summarized that. To find the solution is like cutting an apple. The knife helps in breaking the problem. Knife could be blunt and it will not help in breaking the problem. If your brain is blunt, you cannot solve the problem. And so your brain need to be sharpened in the stone-like out of the box thinking. So this is the message that we give here. So let me just go. So about this course, there are certain surprising facts. Okay. First thing is, do you know that the New Zealand and Australian Olympics teams brought along mathematicians as part of their team in 2016 Rio Olympics? Right? Then there are various fields need the logic that leads to the final numbers or calculations. Right? See, finally, you have a large problem in hand. You need to apply a lot of logic and finally lead to the final conclusion. And that requires a lot of logical reasoning, right? So we have a lot of things here. Like we have observed a jumping frog. And based on that, we have come out with certain mathematical theories. A frog that jumps. We have also seen some to and fro trip by a train. From there, we have come out with a lot of problems, a lot of techniques that you can use for solving problems in combinatorics and other type of issues. We have just watched about sticks and bubbles, okay? And from that, we have now come out with a lot of solutions that you can use. Tessellations, sea travel, security code. Like that, we have seen a lot of things that you see around, like frog jumping, etc. Right? These are all simple things that you see around. And based on that, we have now formulated that into a theory, which can, or actually a technique that can solve very complex problems in mathematics. And that is what this course will teach you. And so these courses will be nice courses. So nice, we have just expanding nice. It will be new, inspiring, challenging, and engaging. So OOBT course will be these nice, interesting courses. Now, for level 1, it is any school, class 5 and above. Even there are some very old people who are taking this after retirement. So you can start from class 5, certainly. For level 2, it can be class 7 and above, but the student who has finished class 5, level 1 in class 5 can immediately start taking level 2. But if you want to start at level 2 without doing level 1, then class 7 would be correct. Similarly, level 3, class 9 and above, level 4, class 11 and above. But you can do even at an early age. Like you start at 5, you can do level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4 quickly and finish. The above 4 independent levels have no upper age limit. And these courses are actually easily accessible from your school for school children to professionals and researchers. Anybody can do this. And these courses are made available through the internet. So these are online courses. There is no physical class necessary, but we also have a vibrant discussion forum which students can use to discuss these problems. So what will level 1 have? Level 1 will have some very, very interesting things like puzzle maths, cow grass theory, follow the sequence, etc. Now, what is it inside? Please attend level 1. It is only 20 hours, right? So 20 hours of lecture followed by very thought-provoking assignments. So similarly, level 2 will have frog jumping theory, cows and bulls, story math, etc. Level 3 will have number builder, the problem, how do I use a single 3 to actually create 27? Number builder, where is my friend X? Right? Always, solve for that unknown X. Now we use a lot of theory and so many things for solving these unknown variables. But now there are very interesting ways by which you can do without memorizing those theories. And you can do it quite fast. A jolly ride with modulo arithmetic. Level 4 will have very interesting things like the graphman, chasing the ratio, coloring math, etc. So these are all 4 different topics. Friends, I can tell you very nicely, we have done this experiment, we have done extensive survey. I don't see a similar course anywhere in the world. So this is something which is very unique, and this is the first time such a course has been offered, and such a type of assignments have been offered here. Next. The structure of this courses are free, they are online with recorded lectures. Level 1 and 2 is 10 weeks, 20 hours of recorded lectures. Right? 13 topics, 20 hours. So it will be 1 full year you can spend, and you can just spend 20 hours for this and do that level 1 in class 5, level 2 you can do in class 6. You're going to keep repeating it every 6 months, and you can just, and then we will be giving some assignments. You can work these assignments. So similarly, level 3 and 4 are 10 weeks, 20 topics for each level, and about 30 hours of recorded lectures. So level 3 is 30 hours, level 4 is 30 hours. So from your class 5 to your class 12, right, this or class 10, even let us say 5 years, if you spend 100 hours, 20 hours for level 1, 20 hours for level 2, which is 40, 30 hours for level 3 and 30 hours for level 4 is 60, 60 plus 40, 100, just 100 hours in 5 years, right? If you are spending, and you spend some more time doing these assignments, we are giving you periodic assignments and evaluation, assessment and answers. Do those assignments, spend the time, you will really see a difference in the way you think. All parents, you want your children to be different, but you teach the same mathematics, same chemistry, same physics. How will they become different? So this is one way by which you can see a difference in the way your child is growing. So this is something that we are offering, and this is the structure of this course. Right? Next. Right? So I just summarize what we have done. The unique courses present multiple approaches to problem solving, debunking the myth that problem solving is for the elite. Problem solving is for the intelligent, and every child born in this country, born in the globe, are intelligent, and there is nothing that this problem solving is for the elite. It is for everyone, and everyone can solve, and that is why we have made it as democratic as possible, as inclusive as possible. We have kept all the lectures free of cost. And these different innovative thinking are needed to make the children of India to become entrepreneurs, to take up new, simpler solutions for our socio-economic problems. This is the seed for innovation. And this, if done at an early age, you can see great entrepreneurs, great thinkers coming out of it. And needless to tell, it introduces new techniques in a very easy to understand fashion, and prepare the users to face real life projects with confidence and ease. This is one of the most important things, and all the things that we are teaching will be based on something that we observe on a day-to-day basis. And this will also help in cracking many competitive examinations like JEE, etc., because this will give you some speed and accuracy. I'll give you some examples now. Right? Look at this. Next. Now, all these courses, before we give some more examples of problems, I will. This is something that the courses are all free online, and people can do this course, solve the assignments. But then children really want some sort of a goal, right? If you just say it is just free, just watch it and then solve assignments, doesn't go well. So we are also conducting final exam for each of the course, level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4. This will be at a very high, very good intellectual level. and it will be a preparation for your Olympiad and other things, and even your competitive examinations like JEE, JEE Advanced, etc. So for actually for the final exam, there is a nominal fee, right? Very, very nominal fee. This is basically this will be a proctored exam. So it will be a computerized online exam. So the kid will sit in front of a computer and do this exam. There'll be sessions on training the kid to operate the computer. And so the fees is collected basically to cover this expense, because we need to have a center, we need to put a computer, etc. So this exam will be a proctored one. So we have to go to a center and write, and then we will be giving out certificate. We'll be giving 4 grades. Grade A is 85% above, grade B is 70 to 85%, grade C is 55 to 70, and grade D is 40 to 55. This basically gives you an understanding. There's no competitive examination, or you can do the same course again and again. You can write the exam again and again till you get a good grade. But this is basically to tell you how much your innovative abilities have developed, right? And I'm sure for a period of time, you can, if anybody gets a grade A in this exam, I can very well tell you there's a very, very good chance that they become good logicians, good in their whatever field. It's not just mathematics. Mathematics is used as a tool to kindle innovation. You will be one of a very innovative person. So this is something that we provide as a certification. Next. Now, one of the most important thing is speed and accuracy. Any competitive examination, anything that you decide in life, can I make an accurate decision of something that I want to solve, and with good speed, right? Many times there is some deadline and you have to make a decision before the deadline, and that decision should be accurate and should have speed. So what happens is that many times you are given so many facts or inputs, so you see so many things. From that, you want to come out with a decision. So how quickly you will use all the inputs that are given to you and arrive at the decision at the as accurate as possible within the shortest period of time. This is what is all life, technology, everything about. In life today, I want to go and do something. Should I do it or not? That's a decision. And what is going to influence that decision? What are all the facts that are available to you? How do you quickly interpret that the facts that are given to you and come out with that answer? How come out with the decision? So this is very, very important. So in this context, speed and accuracy are important. Now let me give you some couple of examples in this direction. So let us say a natural number is the smallest number with the following properties. The number is a 3-digit number. It is also a multiple of 10. Its predecessor is a multiple of 7. Its successor is a multiple of 13. Okay, suppose I say number x. X should be a multiple of 10. X minus 1 should be a multiple of 7. And x plus 1 should be a multiple of 13. And this is a 3-digit number. That means it is between 100 and 999. What is the number? Okay, so immediately we know that since it is a multiple of 10, the last digit should be 0. Now, since its predecessor will be, last digit will be 9, its successor will be, last digit will be 1. Okay, so then we say, so now, so last digit is 9 means the multiplication, it should be 7 into 7, because the predecessor last digit is 9, essentially means it should 7 into 7 or 7 into 17 or 7 into 27, 7 into 37. So one of that, because if I multiply 7 by 7, then only I'll get the last digit as 9. And again, when we look at 13, so the 13 into 7 is the only way where you get this 1. So there are multiple combinations. So let us say 69 is not the multiple of 7. So let us take so let us say 7 into 7, 49. 49. 50, 51 is not a multiple of 13. First and foremost, 49 is not a 50 is not a 3-digit number. So we have to now start looking at 7 into 17, because 7 into 17 is 119. So 119 is a multiple of 7. 120 is a multiple of 10. 121 is not a multiple of 13. So 120 is not the number. Similarly, 7 into 27, 7 into 37. So you start working. But friends, the time given to this particular problem will be something like 3 minutes. Now, when you start thinking about all these things, you will exceed. You will spend at least 15 minutes to solve this problem. But you should solve it in 10 minutes. So some of the clues that you get, last digit is 0. So that means the previous numbers will end with 9 and the next number will end with 1. These are all the 3 facts that we infer from the given set of facts here. There are 4 facts from which we are inferring certain things. And based on that inference, we now start working with mathematics and other stuffs. And there you see, the answer is actually 610. 609 is a multiple of 7. 611 is a multiple of 13. And 610 is a multiple of 10. And this is the smallest natural number that satisfies all this property. Okay? Right? Now we are given 3 minutes on this. And how do we basically work with 3 minutes? Work this problem out in 3 minutes. It's a very, very big, interesting question that we need to solve. Okay? So friends, so this is one sample question. I am basically giving this question to show that speed and accuracy are extremely important. Okay, and we need to solve this very fast but accurately. Let me give you another problem. Now, in a family of 3, there was an interesting connection between father, mother, and the only daughter. Father, mother, and daughter were born during the months of June, September, November, respectively. Father, mother, and daughter all have their birthdays falling on the same day, like for example, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, etc. If father's birthday falls on a Sunday, then mother and daughter's birthday also falls on Sunday in the same year. So next year, if it falls on Monday, it will fall on the same Monday. Okay? The birth date number of each person is a composite number. The birth date numbers of father and mother differ by 1. The sum of the birth date numbers of all the 3 is 49. What is the birth date number of the daughter? Okay. Again, I'm giving you 5 minutes to solve this problem. Okay. Now, there are a lot of things that come. One is calendar, right? Modulo arithmetic, composite numbers, and then logic. Okay. So it involves not just, some mere addition, subtraction, or multiplication, but it involves many more things. And this is how typically competitive examination, really challenging competitive examinations like Olympiads and other examinations, they ask such type of questions. What is the difference between what you see as an exam paper in your school versus what you see in the competitive exam? Is that there can be questions which are asked in calculus. Yes, it will be only calculus. Calculus questions will be there. Trigonometry questions will be there. Coordinate geometry questions will be there. But when you look at these competitive examination, a question will involve, say, 2-3 disciplines. It will involve what you call some bit of vector algebra, some bit of coordinate geometry, some bit of calculus, and all put together will be one problem. We should know how to relate these things and solve the problem. And that is something very, very important. Now, these type of exercises are going to help your brain to start relating things. Here, at least see number theory, modulo arithmetic, calendar. These type of theories are brought together. And sum of the birth date numbers of all the 3 is 49, means there is x plus y plus z equal to 49. What are all the possible solutions of this? That is also very, very important. Okay. So these are some things that that essentially teaches you more of combinatorics and counting techniques. So many things are put together in this problem, and when you start solving this problem, you will develop expertise not just in one aspect of mathematics, but a lot of aspects of mathematics, more than that in logical reasoning and attitude. So friends, the answer to this is 8. Okay, the birth date number of the daughter is 8, 8th of someone. Okay, we want only the birth date number. The answer is 8. You can work at it. You can look at this problem, work out how 8 is coming. Another, a mobile phone number speaks, I am a 10-digit odd number. Okay, I am made of digits 0, 1, 3, 4, 4, 6, 8, 9, 9, 9. There are exactly 4 digits between 9 and 9. Also between 4 and 6. Also between 3 and 1. The 9th digit is 7 more than the last digit from left to right. Okay. The sum of the first 2 digits from left to right is 18. The sum of the 2 middle digits is less than 12. There is no digit between 4 and 4. So many things. So you have some 7 facts here. And who am I? Again, since my sum should be 18, first 2 digits should be 18, I know that, from left to right. So I have only 2 possibilities here. 9 plus 9 only will give me 18. Okay. So the first 2 digits are 9, 9. That's some easy click, right? And then between any 2 nines, there are exactly 4 digits. So from the second 9, you can 9 for second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh will be again 9. Now you know that there is exactly 4 digits between 9 and 9. So again, these are the ways by which we can. So the number is, as you see, it is 9944309681. So this is how we get an answer here, and it's an odd number, and you have 1 and 3, so it could have been 1 and 3 would be the last, but then there is no digit between 4 and 4, so you can see all these combinations. Finally, you can get out this answer. So now this is a collection of facts, and you know how to put these facts together to solve one problem. So typically in competitive examinations, you get a problem which has some amount of, and some amount of calculus, some amount of summation, some amount of permutation, combinations, you also know some amount of probability. All these things you have, but now there is a problem. How do you use all these 4 or 5 concepts to solve that single problem? That simple fine-tuning of the brain starts here. Unless you fine-tune here, of course, you can clear and do some competitive examination clear, but not that conceptual clarity will not come. And this is what will give you that type of a conceptual clarity. So friends, keep enjoying mathematics. And this is the website for this, pravartak.org.in/out-of-box-thinking. Out of the box thinking with an hyphen between any 2 adjacent words. So just go and do this, and I'm sure you will all benefit. I would like to see a lot more people coming out with more innovative, brilliant ideas, become great mathematicians, become great scientists, become very good lawyers. Argument is all about logical, coherent, cohesive thinking, and also become great entrepreneurs. Would like to see many big, CEOs and CTOs of many large companies as a part of this, as alumnus of this particular out-of-the-box thinking. Thank you very much. So if there are some questions, kindly post on the chat, and we'll also try and answer, and we will take it forward. Thank you very much. All the best.